Hi guys, and welcome to another Android Studio tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to look at splash screens and how you can make your own splash screen for your application. So if we're just going to run this demonstration, I'll show you what we're talking about. So if we click on this icon, we get a little splash screen come up, and then after a few seconds it goes into our main activity. And if you click back, then it exits the application. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is start a new project. Okay, so I'm just going to call this splash screen, and I'm just going to use API 16, and I'll go with a blank activity, and I'm just going to leave the defaults. Okay, so it takes us straight into our activity main XML, and I'm just going to tidy this up like I always do by highlighting everything in Control-Alt-L. Just tidies that up. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to open up our Java folder, and if we open up this one here, you see this is our main activity, which is this file here. This is our main activity, so we're going to create a new Java new class file. So we need to right click on our package, and we want to go new Java class. I'm just going to call this splash, and there we go, it creates our splash file for us. So what we want to do is we want to make sure almost just copy what we've got here really. So this public class main activity extends app compat activity. So we want to, well, yours may say something different. Basically you just want to replicate what that says. Yours may just say activity. So I'm going to just replicate that by extends app, and there we go. So it just copies that. So we've got what this is. So what I want to do now is I want to generate this on create method here, because this is what the application runs to when the class is activated, so if you like. So it goes to this on create method and runs whatever's in here. So you want to do the same again for this class. So just do a couple of lines, and just right click, and we want to go to generate, and we want to go to override methods, and you get the list of all these methods that come up, and we want this one here on create. There's two here. We want this on create support navigate. We don't want that. We want this on create saved instance state. So click on that, OK, and it generates this override method. So we go down, and again, if we go back to our other package, our other class, you can see that it uses this method here, this set content view, and it opens up the r.layout.activity main XML file, which is this one. So when we open up our activity, it runs home to this XML file, shows us our hello world. So if we go back to our splash, we're going to do something similar. We're going to set content view, we go r.layout and we want it to load up another XML file, not this one but another one, but we haven't generated one yet. So we can either generate one now, or we can just give a name that we're going to call our XML file, our splash screen XML file. So we're just going to call it splash screen. Call it whatever you want. It's obviously it's red here, and it's saying it can't resolve splash screen because it doesn't exist. So we're going to create a layout called splash screen. So we go to our layout, we right click, new XML layout file, and it automatically calls the name layout, but we want to call it splash screen, /screen, and it defaults to a linear layout. You can keep it there, you can have a relative if you want, but keep it to linear. So it creates this linear layout file, and again I'm just going to highlight everything, Control-Alt-L, just to tidy it, and tidies up a little bit. And I'm going to go to my design view, because I'm going to pop in an image. So if I go to design, and these are all our widgets down the side here, and I want image view. I'll click and drag that in there, and you can just about see it there. There's our image view. It's not showing anything because there's nothing to show. I haven't told it to select an image. So we go back to our text file, our text layout, sorry, and you can see it's created this image view. And these attributes here, this width and this height, I want to change them. At the moment it's set to wrap content, which means the image will be the size of its properties in its pixel size. So I'm going to have it match parent. So it will take up the size of the width of the whole screen. So match parent means it will take up this whole width, and the height again match parent, which means it will take up the whole height of the screen. And now I want to select what image do I want to put in our splash screen. So what I need to do is I need to find an image and put it in our drawable folder. So that's where we put all our images. So I'm going to open up my documents and go straight to my pictures where I've preloaded an image called splash image. So I right click on this and I copy. I go right click on my drawable folder and I paste. And it asks me if I want to change the name of the file. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Splash image would do. So if I open this up now, we can see our splash image. So what I want to do now is I want to select that image. So I'd create a new line and I start typing src for source, and immediately it sees it and it's immediately default to the drawable folder. And if I start typing splash, there it finds it there straight away. So splash image, and it puts it in there nicely. So there's our splash screen. So we've now got two XML files. We've got the hello world screen, which is what we'd normally see when the application loads, and we've got our splash screen, which is what we want to see when we load our application. So if we go back to our splash Java file, we can see now it's accepted the splash screen as a layout. So what we need to do now is we need to tell our application that this is the class we want to load up when the application starts. And I'll show you how to do that in my next video. So I hope to see you then, guys.